We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we're on to week 2 of the NFL season. We got a good one on tap, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Indianapolis Colts. About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Richardson looking to throw this. To the right side, complete to Taylor. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 33 yards that time.
And the Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Now it's Richardson. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he'll get positive yardage there as he'll be touched down. The Colts had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
19 Tiger.
Again, it's Richardson. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Get it! Viking 18!
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Dragon 60. 7 Pirates. 7.
Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They start the drive with a give to Allen. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right now in this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Throwing is Wilson.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. The first carry now. This is Johnson. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Carry for Allen. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
They try the left side with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Second, 6. Here we go. Sack.
Wilson. That is caught. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Adnan Mitchell, 31 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Richardson back to throw it. They'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ill-advised throw there, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
That tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jets.
Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to whip this one down to about the 5. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Johnson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there.
His second rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind. They haven't proven that they can go down and score. So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
That's good for the Colts.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
He was brought down by Andre Cisco. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
Okay,
This is 2nd and 8.
Buffalo 18. Come on, go.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. That's to his tight end, Tyler Warren.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. This will be swung out wide for Taylor.
They'll wind up getting just a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
19 Lions. 18 Cardinal. 8 Mustang 19.
Now Richardson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
And 9 yards.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Cut 19, cut 19, 18, pioneer. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to the air with Richardson. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man to complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. The extra point splits the uprights. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he's all the way. Across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in field goal range. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And they'll run it here. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, wide open, complete.
for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with career touchdown number 75. And the Colts have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So just 8 kicks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half.
21.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
Garrett Wilson, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go now. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the RPO, he'll keep it. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
32-yard line.
Ready? Cowboy, 60 by 60.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now he's loose again. Jonathan Taylor.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Jonathan Taylor.
66 yards.
And the Colts get a bit closer.
And here on 3rd down, your #1 goal, don't be a hero, just get the 1st down. But here, once he gets past the line of scrimmage, the field opens up for him, and he's able to take it right up the gut and into the end zone.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Wilson.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the Colts 11-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got him.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's Wilson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Here's Wilson. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. A dynamo since the break. 3 third-quarter touchdowns.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
19, Tiger, 19, Dragon 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position.
Go! Let's go!
Now it's Wilson. And it's complete to Mitchell.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. 38 yards.
And the Jets start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th.
Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Let's go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. These guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Now he's going to step up and run. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Jets continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident throw.
And my goodness, another interception. He may go. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back to the score.
I'm hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
92 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now it's 2nd and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor.
There he goes, left side. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass. Let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. Well, I think the Colts got this. They did. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9 from the 44.
2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield.
3rd down and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present, making plays, and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
They give up the middle to Johnson. nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They go to Johnson again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
Johnson running left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Here we go, set. 60, cowboy 80.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's winning, they're certainly getting their money's worth.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense